just drink water. What else am I supposed to say?
Opening statement and open for questions.
The obvious elephant in the room is, yes, I went barefooted today for Samaritan's feet. And everybody ought to do their own research, but and people think, you know, homelessness hits a little bit more home in America, but people think that when you go without clothes and shoes and all that stuff, that's just across the water in foreign countries. It's not. And I don't know the exact numbers, but we did it at Central Arkansas. And it kind of turned into something pretty cool where the softball coach did it at Central Arkansas and other sports did it. Maybe soccer. But it was very prevalent in the state of Arkansas. It's very prevalent in the state of West Virginia. And Samaritan's feet, they can go all the way through the process where they even wash the person's feet. If your day starts where you don't have shoes, somebody else washing your feet is pretty important. And that's why I have no problem on the first day of snow being inside a great arena and a great environment. And I like, I don't wear socks anyway when I wear my suits, so I couldn't think of a better reason to be barefooted and a better place to do it and make a statement. Basketball-wise, we didn't have our best stuff today. We didn't have the most energy in the gym, and we were still able to grind it out, figure out a way to win a game. We just didn't look into it. We didn't look that focused, didn't look that ready to rock, but we were able to withstand. We kind of picked up the intensity of the game a little bit. They scored 19 in the first quarter and then 19 in the second half. So you could tell that the energy, we turned it on, kind of like when we felt like we had to, which is unfortunate, but I'll take it any way I can get it.
Any reason why you didn't have the focus today?
You'd have to ask them. I don't know. I mean, I didn't do anything any different. We didn't prepare any different, but I don't know if it's school's out, if it's the snow outside, if they were lackadaisical. I couldn't tell you. I'm sure they'll tell you. But I want to make it perfectly clear. I don't really care what the reason was, and they know that. Bottom line, no excuses. And we better get ready to go for Cornell. Cornell beat us on the road there last year, and they started off, they're 2-1 right now and play over the next 3 days, and we better be the team with the most energy on Friday in the doubleheader, Black Friday, because if we're not careful, it'll be black. We'll be gloom and doom walking around here. So preparation's got to start right now, and I told them that they better prepare their body, their mind, and their soul, because it's going to take all three to get it done on Friday against a great Cornell team.
Leah, you and Shayna, what do y'all think when they come out and throwing everything in? They could have shot from the high river and would have gone in the first 5 minutes. Like, this has got to stop at some point.
Well, we knew number 13 was their best three-point shooter. I mean, it was a matter of player personnel and us listening and just stopping her from shooting. She just got hot real fast.
Are y'all going like, what's going on?
I just seen the ball go up. I'm like, okay, somebody get out there.
She was making everything she was shooting.
But you went on her and then she kind of, we got to make things difficult for her or something.
He told me to get after it and just put a hand in her face. And he was saying just put a hand in her face. And I was trying every way to do that so she wouldn't get a shot off.
Was it hard to figure out, like, you keep looking up at the scoreboard, it's like, this team's not going away? Or you're not doing something to put them away?
But yeah, they got their head up. If you get your head up, listen, if they thank you. If I get my head up, they think I can still play too, and I can. But if you can let me get a little shake about me, then I'm in good shape. And it, she got. I knew that was going to work out, the law of averages and all that stuff. But that wasn't the part that I was worried about. It was how we were handling it. That's the part that our adversity's coming. How we handle adversity. I thought the tempo of the game was a little bit funky. I thought that they tried to grind it out a little bit, and I think that shows in the how we shot it. We didn't shoot it particularly well, but we were able to get to the free throw line and found a way to grind it out and win the game. But I think our energy on the offensive glass was better in the second half. I think our defensive energy was better in the second half. And our performance was better in the second half, clearly. We scored more points and we held them to less than we did in
Fourth
the
quarter
first
just
half.
started to go,
Yeah,
the separation
yeah.
finally came.
And we need a little bit of that. You know, I think we're the better team, but we didn't have the best energy in the gym today, and that I'm not comfortable with that. So.
Leah, 34 points in the paint, the team getting the points down low. What were you noticing from NJIT that was getting you guys, maybe having an opportunity down low to score?
Well, they were in the zone, so Coach had already told us that they were going to be a zone and to square up to the basket and look for the open person and just moving the ball from side to side and making their defense shift. So once that happened, a lot of three-point shooters were open, and then the post players got open. So it was just a matter of moving the ball from side to side.
Yeah, you had a burst there in the second half late where we got spread in points. Did anything go through your mind like somebody's got to get this game and grab it by the throat and bring it home, and I'm going to be the one?
Yeah, I didn't plan on losing, so I just knew I needed to. I'm an emotional player, so once I knew I needed to pick it up and help my other teammates to try to pick it up on the offensive end.
You know, we put a huge burden on Norrisha and Leah because they get what it's like, and they get playing large minutes and all that, and they got to be tired. You know, Leah drove back from Detroit yesterday in time for practice. We practiced at 5, and Riri, she's got to be mentally and emotionally and physically. I bet you don't feel like playing another quarter today. She said that the other day, but you know, we just put a huge burden on them, and we didn't shoot really well. You know, Shayna would tell you that she didn't shoot the ball well, right? She was 6 for 12 from the field. That's 50%. She was 3 of 8 from the 3. I don't know what percentage that is because that's a little tougher math.
37.5.
37.5. Thanks to our crack staff back there. But there's nothing wrong with shooting the ball at that percentage. I mean, we try to shoot it at 35% from the 3, and I'd take 50% from the field on any given day, practice or play. So, you know, we just can't live and die by that. Our energy, our pace is going to come from the defensive end. Oddly enough, as that sounds, from a team that likes to score it. But we're not going to score 100 every night. So we had a better hold them below 60, below 50. And then we got a pretty good shot because we're going to score the ball. We're going to put 50 points on the board, I would imagine. And so we just got to do a better job with that. But our 2 seniors did a really good job of just remaining calm for the most part and keeping the troops together, so to speak.
Norrisha, when you're having a tough night, like you did shooting-wise, does it go through your head, okay, I've got to get the ball to people that maybe are a little closer to the basket than I am, or just got to look for the open player?
When I'm off, I got to find something else that would benefit the team as far as assists and playing good defense. So if I'm off, I'm not going to worry about my scoring. I'm a point guard. My role is to look at others first. So when I'm not shooting well, I'm not worried about that. I'm just trying to find something else to get me going and get my team going.
And Leah, that seems to be what you guys did tonight. I mean, obviously 21% from 3 is not where you want to be, and 39%, can certainly be better. But in the paint, off turnovers, second chance, fast break, bench, rebounding, turnovers. I mean, you won so many other categories that it leads to a 13-point win. You just get back to shooting and get back to practice and try to work on that because, I mean, obviously, when you look at the tape, I think you guys are going to be pleased with a lot of things, except maybe your shooting.
Yeah, we're aware of that North Texas just beat Oklahoma at Oklahoma, number 17 Oklahoma, and Western Kentucky just beat Louisville, and, number 16 Louisville at their place. So it all depends on not how many games you want to win. Are you just going to win the game? How are you going to perform? And it's not about the opponent. Are you giving it your best? And we didn't give it our best today, so that's what we'll focus on. And I think our locker room understands that and are pretty mature about that, even with the youth and the experience. To a player in there, to a student athlete in there, every one of them will tell you, no, I didn't lay it on the line today. And that's not who they want to be. And sometimes you just have to remind them that that's not who they want to be. They are now reminded.
Coach,
No, go ahead.
Coach, NJIT, 6 free throw attempts is all they got in today's action. Is that something with your players' understanding of not giving maybe some free, easy points for NJIT heading to
Yeah, I'd love to keep them off the free throw line, and nothing easy, especially with a team that likes to grind it out and run the clock and get to the free throw line and shoot wide open shots, and so I'd love to keep them off the line, and we were fortunate enough to do that, and then, we were fortunate they were went 50% from the free throw line as well. We didn't shoot the ball particularly well from the free throw line either, so I'm glad it worked out in our favor, and thank heaven, because it could have been that 13-point game, could have been a 3-point game. And I'm just glad we came out on top, and now we get to rest tomorrow, and I can't wait to, our girls have been with the babysitters for the last 2 nights, and I can't wait to get them, and we're going to start a fire, because I feel like it's a blizzard outside, which it's not. It's and I'm going to enjoy the day off too, and then I'm going to get ready for Cornell as our team will.
Shayna, a year ago, you were playing high school ball, and now you move up into mid-major college ball. And by observation and by looking at stat sheets, that's been a very successful transition for you. Can you attribute that to any one thing, for example, a coach or coaches or an experience like travel ball? What has made that transition so productive for you, so easy? Or is it easy?
Probably coaching, just like Coach Daniel, just giving me the opportunity and trusting me enough to finish a game or just to make a play. And Coach Gertz in high school, it would all rely on me, but here at Marshall, you got Leah or Ree to score it. You got so many people to score it, and I think it's just the coaching staff just trusting me and putting me out there.
One in high school and then here at Marshall, those 2 coaches?
Yeah.
Okay.
I cannot give you any more money than the cost of attendance, so don't think you just bought yourself a $20 bill. I love these girls, man. Young women. I love these young women. And they're growing. I mean, you can see it. They're growing on every bounce. And this joker right here, the senior, Reary calls her Big Dog, which is it's a pretty good compliment. When I was a freshman, I was called Bush because they said I wasn't big enough to be a tree. So Big Dog is a little bit better than Bush. So
You forced them into a lot of shot clocks. Was that their game, or was that something you were doing defensively?
trust me, I'm not ever going to force anybody to any shot clocks. That's what they want to do. I mean, they'll pass it around, and then they'll look up and be like, no, there's still 8 seconds up there. Let's run something else. And that's what they feel like gives them the best opportunity to win the game, and they did a good job of that today. I mean, they threw our tempo off a little bit, and I thought they executed their game plan about like he wanted them to, and we were just fortunate to. It's hard to win on the road. It's hard to win on the road. Well, we know. I mean, Cornell coming in here, and they beat us last year, and we had a decent little team last year. So hopefully we'll get her up for Big Red, I think they call themselves, on Friday.
What's an overview of between now and that game on Friday as far as you and your team are concerned? What type of activity?
Line drills. No, I'm just kidding. I think we've got to get. We're going to fight a little bit. Not fight each other, but we're going to find our fight. You know, and we'll be revved up and ready to go. I would bet that would be accurate. We'll be revved up and ready to go through our practice. We'll pick the pace back up, get back to some of the basics, work on some execution, watch some film, both on this game and for Cornell.
You stick with the early morning practices, not changing anything there?
No, we'll go, you know, since we're out of school, we'll go at I don't know, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. That may change a little bit. I can't remember off the top of my head. We'll go on so they can enjoy their day a little bit and rest their bodies and prepare for the next day.
Right.
For this next week, and then after we play Cornell, I think we'd have a week before we play again. And I got asked on the radio, you know, what are you going to do over Thanksgiving? You know, I was like, boy, you can tell you're a normal human because all we got is the day off tomorrow, and we're right back at it. You know, my Thanksgiving, my whole life has been in the gym. You know, I'm a coach's kid. And that's what these folks know. So they won't have to go to class, but it's not like we're not performing. I mean, they're doing their job, and hopefully they just have a fun time doing their job. You saw Shayna, TP laughing and cutting up in the middle of a heated game, right? And they're out there just cutting up, having a good time because they were in the same spot. TP got confused on location of corners, and it was just funny. And so we're just
That was a
gonna
nice
try-
steal, yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna try and enjoy each other while we prepare for Cornell.
What do you do?
Thanksgiving together
Yeah.
as a team.
Yeah, well, I don't, everybody that wants to come to my house has come to my house. I'm not gonna make Shayna come look me dead in the face. I'm gonna let her go to Logan if she wants to go to Logan, and some of them will wanna go with their teammates, and so I'm quality of life is huge here, and it's with me. If I'm the head coach, quality of life, so I want them to be with family and friends. I mean, that's the beauty of doing that, but, you know, if they don't wanna go home, if Leah doesn't wanna go to Detroit, or she's not going with Shayna or whoever, then she's gonna be at my house. If she wants to be by herself or with her boyfriend or, you know, whatever, then that's fine too. I want them to, it's their Thanksgiving, you know, so I want them to enjoy their Thanksgiving, whatever that means.
Coach Hamilton with 8 points, 4 rebounds. What does she bring to the front court for this team?
Athleticism, toughness. Anybody that's had a child's tough, I've seen it, you know, and.
Matt, is she going to be a little ways from getting all the way back, though? I mean, you're exactly right. That's a tremendous strain on the body and for her personally. And it just seems like, I know she's a better player than that, but is she playing at the level she can get to right now, and then as the season goes along?
No, I don't think that Norrisha's at the level she's gonna get to this year. I don't think that Shayna is. I don't think that Leah is. So I think everybody's got their own stuff, you know. But it's gotta be tough, man. It's gotta be. I got a 3 and 1 year old and a wife that does it basically all while running a full-time business. Can you imagine? I can't, really. I don't know how Jennifer does it, much less Taliqua. So her support system's pretty good, but yeah, she's gonna have some ebbs and flows, and she hadn't played, aside from that,
Right.
she hadn't played in 3 years.
Yeah.
You know, so it's gotta be challenging. But everybody's got challenges. I got challenges you don't know about either. You know, you got challenges that I don't know about. She, for the most part, comes out and works hard every day and is trying to get better. You know, I thought her energy and effort was there today defensively, and she crashed the glass. When Leah on the same possession, Leah had 2 offensive rebounds, and Taliqa's the one that got fouled and got to the free throw line. Big play for us. Right before that, TP had dove in there and gotten the ball and gotten it out of there. Those were 2 big offensive rebound possessions, 4 offensive rebounds in 2 plays. Big plays, huge plays, and Taliqa was a big part of that.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving
Happy
to you
Sunday,
guys, too.
whatever it is.